Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please, thank you, It's a pleasure to be here. It's a wonderful joy. You're all wonderful and I'm thrilled. From the bottom of my heart, I love you all. You're beautiful. Did I ever tell you about the time I flew in here from Des Moines? My arms were very tired. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that is just one of the many several jokes that I would tell back in the days of vaudeville. Ah, vaudeville, those were the days. Back then you had none of these take ones, take twos. Back then it was all live. And if you had a spot of dribble left on your pants, you went out there anyway and you gave them the best damn show of your life. That's how things were done. Sure, we had our dark times back in vaudeville, our rough times, but you muddled through. You had the card games, the booze, the strippers, the showgirls. One time we even toured with a Japanese princess with no hamstrings. Hello. You see, back then in vaudeville, you had 2 minutes for your act. And in those 2 minutes, you did it all. You come out, you tell a joke, do a little soft shoe, another joke. A dancing girl came out, spun a plate, popped a balloon. A dog jumped through a hoop, twirled a ribbon, rode a unicycle, a dancing bear would juggle. Came back with another joke, sang a song, tipped your hat, and you were done. And we did it 7 times a day, 8 days a week, and it was magic. Pure magic. Now quick, somebody get me a car, a monkey, and a banana peel. I'll show you right now. And where's my pepper steak?
Welcome, everybody, to Classic Sitcom Salon. That was just a brief word from our sponsor. But tonight, we're doing something a little different than usual. We always do a live, unrehearsed, amazing reading of a classic sitcom. But we're going to take a look at the child star years of Mr. Jason Bateman tonight. So we're going back to the 80s. For those of you who can't remember, we will take you there magically. But he had a little guest spot on different Silver Spoons as Rick's good friend. And then after that, he got his own sitcom called It's Your Move. And we'll talk later about how this relates to Married with Children and some other things. But this was a Jason Bateman vehicle, basically, called It's Your Move. And we're going to read we're going to do the first few scenes of the pilot of that, because then after that, we have to get to Hogan Family. And this particular episode that we're doing, he's not in it. It's not really his story, but he directed it was his first episode that he ever directed. So we're going to cut short It's Your Move to jump over and do the Hogan Family. So I'm going to bring on the classic sitcom friends here: Matt, Ashley, Eben, Sally. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Oh, recurring guests. Yes, you're right. I sit corrected in front of my blue screen.
Comment on that. They just let anyone into this chat.
And it's a public thing. Anybody.
It should be vetted first.
Well, now everyone knows there's absolutely no security.
Hi, Tim.
I can't wait. I can put Tim in timeout. There is a button to put Tim in timeout, and I can also ban him and delete the comments. Sandy looks great. Well, you just wait.
Wrong name.
Tim and Kevin are watching tonight. Also, I'm having. Oh, okay. All right, everyone.
We love them.
No, I'm not going to put you in timeout. Although I kind of want to. But anyway, you guys, we're gonna do this first part, and then we'll chit chat a little bit, and then we'll do the Hogan Family. So, excuse me while I. So I'm just gonna kick everyone off into the green room. And I should say that Ashley, who's back with us after. Oh, good morning, Ashley.
Hi, sorry, I needed to yawn.
She's bi-coastal. She's been back. She's going to do all our Jason Batemans tonight. So she is our precocious one this evening. I'm going to put her in the green room, which also has an equity cot if needed. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we take you to the classic 1980 sitcom It's Your Move, starring Jason Bateman as a little troublemaker.
Matthew, do we have to pick up your fat friend Eli? Every time Mom makes a right turn, he falls on me. And then I have to explain the whole day why I smell like maple syrup.
Look, that's not important. The whole point of going to school is to better yourself. Exhibit A. We take a look at a waste of human life.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Donatelli.
Oh, Mom, I was just remarking on what an inspiration Mr. Donatelli is to a youngster like me. I mean, here, he's up early scrubbing like a washerwoman just to make our little building more like home.
Oh, that's so nice, honey. Mr. Donatelli, you have a very difficult job. Thank you very, very much, kids. This is why it's important for you to stay in school. Let's go.
Mom, listen, if it's okay, I'm going to stay behind a little while and help out Mr. Donatelli.
Oh, well, that is just so sweet, honey. Isn't that sweet, Mr. Donatelli? Isn't it? Okay, Julie, we have to pick up Eli. Come on.
Oh, Mom, can't he take a bus? He's vegetation.
What's this?
You said you were going to help me.
Yeah, but sometimes I say good morning too, and I don't really mean that either. Look, I just wanted to talk to you.
You're going to tell me where my car is?
Not today. No, I just wanted to talk to you about unclogging the drain on my mother's shower. When she asked you nicely, I know it just slipped your mind, huh?
Hey, she put the hair in, she can take the hair out.
Yes. As fair as that sounds, sir, I tend to believe that our mother deserves dry ankles when she showers. Therefore, perhaps we can unclog that nasty drain with this picture. This time, the time, last Tuesday. The place, Club Squish. The slimy hand pawing the mud wrestler is yours, but the envelope addressed to your wife belongs to me. How about that drain?
I'll get my tools.
Before you do, there's one other little bit of business. I have some complaints about our new tenant. He's sloppy, he's obnoxious, and he throws loud parties. I mean, let's face it, Norman's just not our type of person.
You're touching me.
Yeah, but on a dry spot.
Face it, you little gremlin. You don't like him because he's dating your mother. And I know he's not throwing loud parties. As a matter of fact, he hasn't even been home at night. He just got in 10 minutes ago.
Well, from where?
Hey, you'd love to know, wouldn't you, you little creature from the gooey marsh? But you're not going to get it out of me. You can torch me. Oh, you can show the picture. You can spray paint the whole building. I don't care. Ha! I laugh in your face. See? Ha 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 ha!
So you don't know, do you?
No. And don't bother him because he needs his sleep. He's really beat.
Listen, you don't worry about me. If Mr. Lamb needs his sleep, I'll be the last person in the world to bother him.
Who is it?
Hello, open the door, quick. Come on, hurry.
Coming.
Hurry. And start your day with a nutritious breakfast. Oh, boxers. That figures.
Okay, what do you got there?
Oatmeal.
Great, I hate it. Go to school.
Norm, you weren't home last night. Where were you and what's her name?
What makes you think I was out with another woman?
I would love you to be. Yeah, I would love you to be dating any other woman but my mom because she deserves the best in the world. I don't even want it, even if I inadvertently hurt your feelings here. But in our world, the road to success begins with a paying job.
Well, I hate to disappoint you on 2 counts. First of all, I would never cheat on your mother. And secondly, if you must know, I was working last night at a paying job.
Hey, you're kidding.
No.
I was wondering if people actually buy those maps to movie stars' homes.
All right, as it happens, this is a high-paying job with a lot of responsibility, and I might add, luxurious surroundings. Oh, cheer up, old buddy, and look at the bright side. See, this way I'll be able to take your mother out to nicer places, and we'll get even closer together. And if there's any money left, I can send you away to military school.
Exactly. What is the job, Norm?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, 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 no. Suffice it to say that I'm now sitting in the catbird seat.
All right. Look, if you don't want to tell me, you know it's way more fun this way, but I'll find out. I always do. Oh my god, this trash. Oh, it's so gross. Okay. Oh. Ugh. Feeling stupid?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hey everyone, that was the beginning of It's Your Move, the first pilot episode, setting up the fact that Jason Bateman was playing little con artists. He always played awful kids, and pretty much that point of his career. But this was from the people who did Married with Children. This was before Married with Children. So Norman is help me with the name, but he played
Steve.
Yeah,
Steve from Married with Children. Steve Rhodes.
So he was clearly in that circle of people. But so as we go into the sweet insanity family, in the heart of every family, there's always someone who can't take a hint. So this is an episode of the Hogan Family where this is the first episode Jason Bateman directed. So he's been working since he was, well, who knows? But, well, a lot of people know, but I don't know. But working since he was probably very young, but then 12, 13 years old, like the big breaks happen. So by the time he was 18, he had been working in television, for all those years. So he was ready to go behind. So he beat Malcolm Jamal Warner by a few months to be the youngest TV director in history brought into the Guild. So this was his first directing job ever. So it's and I remember actually seeing his name in the credits that night, being like, "Well, that's weird. How could he be in front of the camera and behind it?" I didn't know. But this is a great episode because it's called Secretarial Pool. Pool spelt with an E on the end because their neighbor, Mrs. Pool, played by the amazing Edie McClurg, who we could do a 24-hour Edie McClurg marathon probably and still not be enough. But yes, she is brilliant, was brilliant. So this episode kind of focused on Edie McClurg, and just for the sake of time, we cut out. There was kind of a B story going on. Well, there's 3 stories going on, actually. There's the Mrs. Poole story. David, who's Jason Bateman, he's no longer a little douchebag kid. Now he's like he's the oldest of 3 kids now, 3 boys in this series. He's a lot more, he's not a con man like he was always in the past, basically. Not an angel, but not being the problem. But So now this episode we're doing is already at the point where Valerie Harper. This is called Valerie's Family, and Valerie left the family over some contract disputes. And so when you think Valerie Harper, you think Sandy Duncan, apparently. So they brought in Sandy Duncan to be that little ray of pixie sunshine that she is. The craft services table had to be loaded with wheat thins, I heard.
Wheat thins. Snap into it.
So we are now going to do, I'm sorry, I should know this, but I think it's season 3 of the Hogan Family. The show formerly known as Valerie's Family, formerly starring Valerie. So I think, so this scene begins the episode, and then we've made some gentle cuts after that. But are you guys ready with a glint? Okay, we're bringing up this. It's been brought up. The glass elephant in the room has been brought up.
I can't read it. What does it say?
Oh, with a glint in her glass.
Oh, I can read it. Now I can. We don't condone this kind of humor.
No, please.
But we'll do it.
I mean, hey, we could be canceled. If Valerie Harper can bounce back, we can bounce back. Which I saw her in the Broadway play where she played Tulu the Bankhead, and it was the funniest thing, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Or her timing is, I should say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough. We don't talk about Valerie anymore. It's Hogan family time. We take you to Valerie's 3 children, her widowed husband, and her sister-in-law, who she didn't talk about much. So I don't know if they were close or maybe all of her time off camera was spent talking to her sister-in-law.
I'll tell you now, she didn't exist earlier. She was brought in because of something. Okay.
Because children believed, I think Sandy Duncan appeared, is what happened. We're
Roll
not
the
sponsored tonight by Polar.
Yeah. Roll the tape.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to the Hogan family. Episode named Secretarial Pool, as directed by a young 18-year-old Jason Bateman. Roll film.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mrs. Poole.
I'm returning the flour I borrowed. I hope you don't mind, but I put it in the form of a bun cake.
Thank you, Mrs. Poole.
Ah. Hi, David.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
How's the studying going?
This history exam is going to be murder. I mean, who cares what went on in the past? I wasn't even born yet.
How was work? Did you find a replacement for Mrs. McGregor?
No luck.
Oh, dear. Are you losing your secretary?
I'm not losing. She's taking a leave of absence as her daughter's going to have a baby.
Oh, well. If you're in a bind, I could fill in for Mrs. McGregor.
You, Mrs. Poole?
Yeah, why, sure. Back in Dubuque, I was an executive secretary to Earl Horn, president of the Horns Hog Snouts.
Hey, it sounds like a great idea. Sandy, how could you say no?
Well, it's mostly phones, little light typing. I'm sure it's nothing compared to your snout job, but if you're really willing.
Oh, I'm really ready, willing, and able.
Well, then, okay. You start tomorrow.
Oh, well, Pete's leaving for a sales trip, and I have a romantic dinner planned.
What are you serving?
Big Mac's in bed. Ooh, see you later, Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole's so sexy. He's a sexy gardener. He's got a sexy lawn chair. He's a sexy guy. He's got a sexy wheelbarrow. Oh, we gotta get to work.
Now, Mrs. Poole, I want you to feel like this is your office. So just make yourself at home. Oh, morning, Sam.
Oh,
I just haven't had my coffee yet.
Oh. Mrs. Poole, this is Sam Masuda. He's one of Oak Park's finest guidance counselors.
Hi, thanks for bailing us out.
oh, I'm happy to be above board, sir. And what would you like me to do first, Mrs. Hogan?
Mrs. Poole, Sandy is fine.
Oh, no, not in the office.
Okay, well, bye, Sam. Would you mind, I don't know, maybe taking a little dictation?
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, well, now if I speak too fast, you'll just let me know.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, now, shoot.
Okay, to Bennett Robertson, Dean of Trinity College. Dear Dean Robinson, I'm writing to recommend Karen Johnson for your scholarship program. And, oh, am I going too fast?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, okay. Karen is a highly motivated student, academically in the top 5% of her class. Mrs. Poole, are you sure you're getting all of this?
Yeah, of course I am. Okay, I'll read it back to you. Okay, Karen is a highly motivated student, academically in the top 5 of her class. Did I miss something?
No, that's perfect. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, her family's financial situation makes it impossible for her to pursue the educational opportunity she deserves.
Mhm.
I know you're sympathetic to the concerns of her financially advantaged students. I hope when you evaluate Karen's application, you will see that she belongs to Trinity College, yours truly, etc.
Will that be all?
Yes.
I'll go type it up. My pleasure. Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Work must be done is an element of fun. Da, 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 da. Oh, here we go. 25%. 5%. Here we go. There's so many things. Okay. This move, we're ready for your signature. Ready for your signature.
What's that?
Your letter. Your letter. I would have had it sooner, but I had to change the ribbon. Oh. And anyway, here's your mail. Here's the bulletin. Here's the school bulletin. Then we have a memo from the principal. I also thought you might like a cup of coffee. I got you, in case you, with your water, you want a splash of lemon. You have some water there. And then I got you a box of crackers. They're called wheat thins. Just in case. Anything you need. I'm right here. We'll get this place in order in no time flat.
My God, I've hired Robo secretary.
So, how's Miss Poole doing after 3 days on the job?
Well, she's efficient.
She's driving you crazy.
Yes, but efficiently.
Morning, Dave.
Don't talk to me. I have my history exam in 4 hours. Okay, Kennedy, New Frontier, 60 to 63. Johnson, Great Society, 63 to 68. Nixon, New Deal, 68.
No, that was Roosevelt.
No, Roosevelt was elected in 1968.
No, David, Roosevelt created the New Deal.
Well, what did Nixon do?
Everything but time.
Dave, look, History is not just names and dates, and you need to get an overview.
No, but I need to get at least a B plus, and if you think that'll help, I'll give it a shot. See you later.
See you later.
Just going into the office, going into the. Oh my golly.
Now yellow might look nice.
Miss Poole,
Mhm.
Miss Poole, what happened out there in the room outside my office?
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I put all these little toys outside right on my desk. Now everybody can feel at home, and the students feel like they can come and just talk to me at any time. But more than that, I thought it might be nice to paint your office.
Paint my who are you?
Oh, this is the painter. This is John, our painter.
Hi, John the painter.
Nice. Thank you. I figure 4 gallons, 2 days.
All right. It's like I don't have time to have my office painted. I have a lot of work to do. Lots of work.
Oh, work. Oh, good. Oh, John, you'll have to come back later. Oh, pick up your things later. No, I'll just throw them out the door. I'll put them out the door, right outside the door, and you can pick them up during the day, because right now we have to get to work. We have a lot of work to do. I'm sorry. Bye later. I'll have it all out there for you. Okay, I'm ready.
Do you need something, Mrs. Poole?
Well, you said you mentioned some work.
My work.
Oh, nothing at all for me?
Well, did you file those student evaluations?
All done.
Did you do those progress reports?
Yesterday.
All right. Well, here. Now, this is kind of a biggie. Listen, I have always wanted to do this sort of like analysis of the students' SAT scores as they relate to their actual grades and intelligence quotients.
Oh, well, this on your desk. What's this? Did Santa just leave something for you in your inbox?
Mrs. Poole, I can't think of anything that you can do. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I can always pop down to the cafeteria and then give them some pointers on their sloppy joes. I'm really good with the all of the thyme and the Italian seasonings. Yeah. Okay.
Sandy, you've got to do something. Every time I turn around, Miss Poole is there asking for more work to do. She's like some science fiction monster. As much as you throw at her, she just keeps coming and coming.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Mrs. Hogan, Principal Klein would like to see you immediately.
What? Yeah, tell him I'm on my way.
Well, is there anything I could be doing for either of you?
no, not me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Mr. Petrelli asked me to stop by the auto shop and show the kids how to grease and repack a wheel bearing. So, okay.
All right, look, I'll talk to her.
Oh, no problem, Rick. No problem. And don't worry. You're going to do better on that next exam.
Thanks for the advice, Mrs. Poole, and for the brownie.
Oh, that was nothing. I hope you...
Mrs. Poole,
Yes.
see you in my office.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I mind, but I borrowed some work from the English department.
Oh, great. When'd you come in my office? Now.
Oh, sure thing. Okay.
All right.
How is Principal Klein?
Angry. Mrs.
Ooh.
Poole, did you have a conversation with a student named Kenneth Langley?
Oh, yes.
Could I ask what you and Kevin talked about?
Oh, well, the poor dear, he was just having a devil of a time. Parlez-vous français, that darn Francais. So I told him it just might be a little bit smarter just to drop the course for now.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Did you know that Kenny has already dropped German, Spanish, and Latin in all 5 of the colleges applying to require a language?
No, I didn't know that.
This is cool. You don't really have the background or the information to be offering counseling to students. That's what Sam and I are trained to do.
No wonder the principal's angry.
He's actually very furious. So it might be a better word. Furious. Furious. So I'm afraid he's left me with no choice, Mrs. Poole. So let me put this another way. Mr. Klein can be a very stubborn man.
Okay.
All right, let me put this another way. What I'm getting at, what I'm trying to say, what I'm...
All right, no. Let me make it easier for you, Sandy. I'm fired.
Yes.
Oh, I feel awful. Sandy, let's face it. I've been getting on everybody's nerves anyway. Darn me. I just never know when enough is enough. You know, I lost my job in the snout plant for sticking my nose into things. And that was the best job I ever had. I mean, every
This is
Friday,
cool.
we
This
just
is
put us
cool.
together all the snouts we wanted and put them in our
This is cool.
car. Oh,
Enthusiasm is not a crime. I just don't want you to be... I just don't want you to be heard or hurt by any of this. Our translator's really loud. The cue card I'm having a problem with.
oh. I'll be all right. I always am. I can do anything. That's not what this is about. I didn't want it to hurt our friendship.
How could it do that?
Well, Sandy, I let you down.
Mrs. Poole, from the first day I met you, you have been nothing but open-hearted and giving and supportive. And even though this didn't work out, you were ready to pitch in the moment I needed help. You are someone I can always count on. That means a lot to me. How could that ever change my feelings for you?
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. So anyway, I just don't... The faculty actually heard everything that happened. That Mr. Klein made me fire Mrs. Poole. Well, they insisted on taking her out to lunch, the entire faculty.
Well, I just hope they don't hold a grudge against the principal for too long. Well, maybe just a month or two. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss Poole.
I tell you, now there goes one special lady.
Well, I did it. I aced the history exam.
Okay.
It's an amazing feeling to take a test and be able to answer all the questions. I feel powerful. You know, I feel energized. I feel like I can do anything.
Set the table.
I'm a little tired.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Life is such a sweet insanity. And that was the Hogan family, exactly word for word, how Jason Bateman directed it without any adjustment to the script. Whatsoever, and I will bet a bag of wheat thins on it. Thank you, Kayla. First of all, we're not all on camera together, but I was cackling, Matt, when you started doing like
Oh, thank you so much.
that
It was
Texas
so much
drawl.
fun.
I forgot about that Texas drawl that he had.
It was so much fun playing a role with Mike.
Yeah. And Miss Sandy, who
That was a very, very, very complicated emotional journey.
that was quite a ride.
Right.
That was quite a ride.
Test.
But that was the 80s sitcom right there. You had the piano music underneath. You had the big mushy moment, but then the world's okay again because he aced his exam and had a funny thing, and everyone's happy. Have some ice cream and go to bed. That's that.
Mrs. Poole went back to the garden.
In her Big Macs.
That's right.
I love that.
You all were so amazing.
Oh, you're so great.
Thank you,
Oh,
Matt.
Thank you.
Ernie Sabella.
Yes.
Everything does work out in 22 minutes. He's right.
Yep.
The 1980s. He was part of the whole 1980s. He was on a lot of things.
Yeah. What, 82 or 83? He started the Hogan family.
Yeah.
We don't have Kevin here, who's the only person with the internet to look these things up.
Yeah.
I know.
Usually our research person. But no, he did, and then you really wouldn't expect him to. Well, then Arrested Development seemed out of nowhere because you figured, okay, he's a child star, and goodbye to all the child stars. You just think of them as a child and you're done. And then he came out with Arrested Development, and you're like, oh wow, what a miracle for a career. And now he's got Ozark.
Yeah. Yeah. At the time, I felt like he did something else before Arrested Development, but he was always a jerk. He always played a slime ball, and he was very good at it. So when he played the straight man, the everyday, the Jimmy Stewart kind of character in Arrested Development, like it took you, I was like, oh yeah, why not? Yeah. And then now it's like it's kind of like Helen Bottom Carter and all the the kids think of her as like, oh, she's quirky and then all these wild things. Like, no, she was the face of Victorian movies, and Jason Bateman was the face of smarmy kids, and now they like the hapless everyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he fooled us.
He fooled us. Yeah. And he was on Little House on the Prairie.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
This is all related. So we had the Justine Bateman, right? We did Family Ties last month, and now Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Thank you,
An
Sal.
interesting fact, Willie from the Hogan family, he was actually on an episode of Family Ties. It was the one where Alex met Ellen, and when Alex was having his shoes cleaned at the airport, having his shoes buffed, that was Willie, I remember reading.
Oh my God.
They actually have a clip on YouTube.
Oh, I know what rabbit hole I'm going to. YouTube, this very same network that you're watching right now, folks.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Take some time. Make a night of it. Take some time to enjoy it. It's here. Around 3 a.m., I think they play the Star Spangled Banner or something. But when it's off.
Test pattern. Another reference.
But yes,
actually, that's what would happen when TV would go off the air.
Thank you for the history lesson.
That's right. Yes, actually.
I never experienced it, but I've heard the tales.
Oh, here's some trivia. Do you know who sang the theme song to Valerie's family? Hogan
Ooh.
family.
Was it Shirley Bassey? No.
Oh, that would be
God,
amazing.
I'd want to hear that though.
Life is so short. That would be amazing.
Alan Thicke, I don't know.
It was Roberta Flack of Killing Me Softly.
Oh,
Ashley doesn't know.
I will.
I never know anything.
We have a viewer write-in, ladies and gentlemen. We have a
Yes.
viewer write-in.
Yes, that's true.
Temperament. So I skipped Arrested Development, but then I started it the other night, and then I got a phone call, and I just watched.
Oh my gosh,
the episode's on mute.
brilliant! I
But-
watched it when it came out. I was like the only one to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
brilliant, but it was a little like.
It was-
Okay, sorry. Given the
The
temperament.
first 3 seasons are so tight.
Yes.
So tight,
And then it
they cut
just-
stuff later. But you could watch the first 3 seasons because it ends perfectly too. How they tied it up.
Yeah, you can skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last season.
I mean, because it ended. It ended. No one was watching it. They'll even show stuff like, seriously, please watch us. And so it was so genius. But they wrapped it up very tightly, and then I feel like people found them on DVD and on Netflix
Right.
or whatever.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
but,
That
yeah.
was like the DVD boom kind of.
Yeah.
I
And
just-
I'll tell you who's on it. Justine Bateman does come on it.
Touching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I started.
Yeah.
So Timmy says seasons 1 through 3 are brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Tim
And
is right.
It's playing on another network called Hulu. Right.
Oh, then you know what? I feel Arrested Development's not that good. Forget it, kids.
Yeah. And
Watch
also
YouTube.
on It's Your Movies on another network called.
Oh yeah, another not good one. How do we get money on YouTube? We'll just promote that.
Find them on YouTube. Please.
If you want to watch the old General Hospitals with and Bunny, that's on
Well,
YouTube.
Watch
We
that.
had-
Yeah.
we had each episode we read tonight had a soap opera star. The daughter Tracy,
Mhm.
Sally played in It's Your Move. Was
Went on to Young and the Restless. Yeah.
yeah, and then Mike Hogan, who now I'll never hear again without the accent, without the Texas accent. But he was on Days of Our Lives, I think.
Days of Our Lives. Yeah.
He had the bar. He
Oh,
ran a
yeah,
bar
I
called
remember that.
Shenanigans. I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on it for a long time, and I think he went back to it. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I forget. Was Gloria Loring his love interest?
He was. He
Who
was
was-
Dieter Hall.
Okay.
He was Dieter Hall's love interest forever, but then he left, and then they brought in John Black, and they had even more chemistry. So they brought him back, and I don't remember who they. Yeah.
And then Deirdre Hall got possessed.
Yeah.
Well, this is our Jason Bateman tribute. Talking about
Yes,
Deirdre
Jason
Hall.
Bateman. I love Jason Bateman and Days of Our Lives.
Thank you,
This is
Jason
a-
Bateman.
Yes, this is like a 6
So much
degrees.
fun.
We should have called this 6 degrees of Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
because
got a
yes,
show
we have.
on, a stand-up show with Scott. Oh my God, what's his name? Will and Grace. Hey,
Sean Hayes.
Sean Hayes.
Sean Hayes and Will Arnett. I think it's on HBO right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Network.
Another
Will
network that's
Arnett.
on.
Look for 30-second clips of it here on YouTube. Don't
Yes.
enjoy the whole thing somewhere else.
It'll come to you eventually.
Yeah.
So I decided, and then it's sort of you guys. It's on your brains when we. No, Treat Williams. And not now. That's another person during a conversation. Treat Williams, who died yesterday. But next month, July the something, they'll tell you it's a Tuesday at 8:30. But I think we should read an episode of Moonlighting.
Yes. Oh, yes. It has a lot of good characters.
Yeah, and it was weird. I found a few like transcripts on another network called Like Script, but they had there was a few episodes, and I remembered some of the titles
Dialogue?
like were familiar to me. So July 18th, which is a Tuesday, we're going to read Moonlighting. I'm not sure what episode yet because I think there's a lot of good ones to choose from. But that's what we're going to do. So I hope everyone watching can join us. I hope everyone on screen can join us. I'm trying to pull it up, but I'm getting for Chrome, so I can't mention them yet. But it's good. It includes the one when I forgot that she was pregnant. Just looking at the episode titles, I forgot when she had a baby.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm talking about Maddie Hayes.
Yes.
Sybil Shepherd.
My friend wrote a book that came out a couple years ago about the making of Moonlighting, and he interviewed a lot. He got everyone except Bruce Willis on it, but it was
Really
fascinating. Yeah.
What was Agnes, the secretary?
Yes.
Mr. Pesto.
Yeah. And then
Elise, I was going to say it's Elise Ghostly, but that's not. She's
no.
But it's not.
But
It's
that's a good analogy.
It's close.
Yes.
Something.
It could have been related.
No, that her name, I think, is Alice, or I don't know.
Beasley.
Yes, Alice Beasley. Yes.
And then the guy from Revenge of the Nerds was kind of the love interest, junior guy at the agency. He was in love with the secretary.
Yes.
He was from Revenge of the Nerds.
Booger. He was Booger.
Yes.
And then he came onto this. Curtis Armstrong. I know. Mine full of useless.
You have reached. If you are watching this, you reached the end of the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that feedback from me? Is everyone else getting feedback?
Yeah.
I'm hearing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where it's from.
Okay, let me mute.
Someone have a neighbor with a big TV.
I have it up if you have any questions about Moonlighting.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not me. Okay. I don't know if you can find Moonlighting. I think that was up. I had the DVDs. Yeah. So,
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I'm packing now. I have to weed through my DVDs and the VHS tapes I have, and I have VHS tapes from television of things that are streaming now. But it's hard.
I
love a good VHS.
I know.
And I think as far as like reusing them, I think they've been keeping better than DVDs, which is weird.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
But DVDs
Oh, yeah.
skip a lot or like do something weird, and you can't. Anyone who ever put a sticker label over it has destroyed it.
Yeah.
I honestly love VHSs. I have like a huge collection of them, VHS and DVD.
Yeah, they're hard to get rid of.
Me too. But do you buy a machine? Do you have a VA?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He holds them up to the light.
You can. They'd make a flip book out of them.
One of them.
But you can.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what I got the Indiana Jones trilogy on VHS.
Yeah,
What do you do with that? But
I love it. We have the DVDs, but not the VHSs.
you have.
I got the DVD and VHS, but I was like, I feel like even if I own something on DVD, I'm like one of those people who's like, okay, I have to get the VHS as well.
Sick. You have to get the whole collection, and if it's on Laserdisc or Betamax.
Actually, I just want please, Evan.
I know Betamax. I've heard of Laserdisc, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, tell us all about Laserdisc.
I don't either.
Ashley's like, it's because she knew, oh God, Evan.
I'm with Ashley.
Tell us about Laserdisc.
No. Okay, hang on. I have to do the research.
Just make it up. Make it up.
Yeah.
Like I do.
No,
Just make it up.
Were from the 80s. They were the rich person's videotape.
Well, they were superior. They were smaller than a VHS tape and superior quality.
No. Laserdisc.
Oh, Laserdisc. They were heavy. They were very heavy.
But they had extras on them. They had stuff, and most of them would be widescreen. So you want for us film nerds. So you want to miss the whole picture.
Kevin's talking.
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin.
Oh,
that's some fancy neighborhood, Kevin.
That is a fancy.
Yeah, whoa. Kevin grew up on fancy Lane.
Must live on Park Avenue.
Yeah.
Speaking of Park Avenue, we should do Different
Oh.
Strokes sometime as well. I would love to do that.
Oh yeah.
Didn't we do
Move.
different strokes, or did I just dream that we did?
You need better
We
dreams.
do it?
A girl can dream.
Hmm.
We
No,
did,
you know, when I first started this, why I like this so much is because TV did, they did a bunch of them, but they did The Facts of Life and Different Strokes on NBC or ABC. They redid episodes with like Kevin
Kevin Hart.
was
Oh yes. That was on like 2 years ago. I remember it was on Channel 7. It was during the holiday season. It was Kevin
they did a
Hart.
bunch. They did
It
one
was.
on
I don't remember everyone. I think you could probably find it on YouTube if I'm correct. I know Jennifer Aniston played the role of Blanche, if I'm correct, from
Blair,
Facts of Life.
yeah.
Oh,
And
Blair.
Cameo by they did surprise cameos like Snoop Dogg was in Different Strokes.
Oh yeah, he was Willis. I think.
No,
he
he
was
was
either
Willis'
Willis
best
or
friend.
Willis's friend.
Best
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Dudley.
But here you go to bring this full circle. On the Facts of Life episode, Jennifer Aniston's Blair is dating two guys or whatever, and one of them is played by Will Arnett from Arrested Development, and the other is played by
Brad Pitt.
Jason Bateman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got Brad
Whoa.
Pitt too. I'm sorry. All I just went to Brad Pitt. The thoughts.
We have to. I think we have to close with that.
I mean, we could do a sitcom night of all the girls Brad Pitt dated because he dated a lot of sitcom people.
he was actually in Growing Pains as well. I remember he
Oh,
dated
yeah.
Carol on the
Yeah.
show.
And Leonardo.
Did we ever do
Leonardo
Growing Pains?
DiCaprio.
I would love to do Growing
I
Pains.
dreamed we did, Ashley.
In honor of Kirk Cameron, we're gonna live stream it from a church.
In honor of Kirk Cameron.
But also Leonardo DiCaprio,
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
little runaway problem child. So we have. I mean, we're really. I guess the '80s are really. I don't know, but all I'm trying to say is that we have Moonlighting, and then in August, speaking of Jason Bateman, we're going to do the Dine and Dash episode of Silver Spoons, which
Ooh.
Jason
we
Bateman
did.
is not on it.
I did that one.
We've done it on another network before.
I mean,
but
I'd
we
love to do that one on the
haven't
best
done it yet.
network ever.
And then I hope we can do a special presentation of the Thornbirds.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was
It's
good.
on Barbara Stanwyck.
Ooh.
Complete with the fire. So get out your Chinese lanterns, everybody.
Yes. That was an exciting show at its time.
Do we
I
do
don't
that
know
now?
if it
Ashley,
was-
do you want to give a quick synopsis to the audience about what the Thornbird is?
Thank you.
Okay, there are these birds, and there's a thorn in
Brilliant.
the bird,
Brilliant.
and then they fly around and throw their thorns to get.
That's exactly correct.
And which one was Richard Chamberlain, Ashley?
The blue one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's good.
Yeah,
He's good.
that's all you need to know.
Instead of
There
like
you go.
drunk history, there could be Ashley history.
It's like drunk history,
But with Ashley.
but with Ashley.
I just like always put her on the spot. Yeah.
Good times. Don't threaten me with a
Thanks,
good
Kayla.
time episode.
Oh, it was from a book, so we'll all have to read, as
Oh,
Mrs.
yeah.
Poole would say. The Thornbirds is a 1977 novel by Colleen McCullough, set in Drogheda, a fictional sheep station in the Australian outback. Oh my goodness. And it spans from 1915 to 1969. Woo! 50 years. Let's go. That's going to be a long night.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna do all of it. We're gonna read it.
Oh,
We're not
gosh.
gonna read that movie. We're gonna read chapters from the book. All
It's
of
going to
them.
be the Nicholas Nickleby of YouTube. Be here all night. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for the comments, Kevin, Tim, you, Kayla, hello. Feel free to keep leaving trivia here. Feel free to subscribe and hit the button looks like this, and do all those things. And we will be back next month with Moonlighting, not the movie. the TV show.
Good night. Bye,
Night.
Good
everybody.
night.
Bye, Ethan. Bye, Ethan.
Good night. Good night, everybody.